Your car brand stereotypes. This is gonna be very interesting. Wait, let me show y'all my car. Most of y'all probably seen it by now, but like, I don't know. Let me know in the comments what my stereotype would be. By the way, for people who can't see, this is a Lexus 350 RX luxury, you know what I'm saying? I feel like the first stereotype with me here should be fine as shit. Nah, but I'm not gonna lie, this is just like a family car, you know? It's a pretty nice car, don't get me right. It's a great car. Yeah, I feel like, I don't know, I don't have a definitive stereotype. Like Lexus overall, most of the time when you see people with them, you're just like, oh yeah, that person got money. You know what I'm saying? It's a nice car brand, what can I say? Like, it's literally crazy, bro. I would just like pull up out of the car or whatever, and then I could just tell there's some older people like, damn, bro, how the fuck did he get this car? You goddamn No, I'm just playing. They didn't. Well, maybe some of them were thinking that, to be honest, bro. I don't know. I definitely have gotten stares from like old white people with the car. It's not a crazy car. It's just like a normal SUV. What if I'm just a family man? What if I just got a family and I need, you know, spacious, nice car? But yeah, anyways, let's go and see this.
I feel like people act differently based on what they're driving. If they're driving something like a Ram 2500, they're probably feeling all blue collar and tough. If they're driving a BMW 5 Series, they're probably smirking behind the tinted windows and feeling like the Wolf of Wall Street. Some people buy cars from certain...
Nah, something about dudes with old BMWs that modify them, bro, that be the most annoying on the street. I swear, bro. Like every time I see an older BMW or whatever, and I could tell it's like 10 or 15 years old or something, bro, I'll just be driving normally on the road and I'll just hear like a like a million fucking pops. It sounds like it's dying, bro. Straight up, it does not sound good. It'll sound like it's fucking dying and they're trying to pass it. I'm just like, all right, bro, go ahead. I'm a regular driver, y'all. I'm a civilian, all right? I'm a civilian if you couldn't tell already, you know? I don't do any of that super duper fast driving, any of that cutting up. I really just be to myself and shit. Yeah, with this dude, all I know is what, oh yeah, Ford. He's probably gonna get the Fords. If you have a Ford car, you're a truck supporter. See the play I did on there? Truck supporter, Trump supporter. It's like a 99% chance.
Brands to show off who they are. And the brand you buy from says a lot about your personality, but it might not be exactly what you want. This is what your car brand says about you. Tesla. Toyota. Toyota is kind of ball knowledge.
Wait, oh, it was literally just sleeping. Nah, to me, y'all, I don't know, bro. Like, Teslas can look cool, but overall, it's not my style. Like, I feel like sometimes I be seeing a fat rump, like, y'all know what I'm talking about, like the fat thing on the top. I'm like, nah. Like, I think overall, Tesla, you can't really rate drivers with Teslas like that. I say just like civilian type of drivers. Like, you're not gonna meet somebody that's like a fucking, I don't know, like a sports driver driving a Tesla. Crazy, like, the contrast, it changed with Tesla. Because before, bro, if you had a Tesla, bro, that was aura. I'm not gonna lie, if you had a Tesla in 2018 or 2019, you was tough. People were like, damn, bro, how'd you get that? You really got it. And then you were just like, hey, all right, man, this is Elon Musk brand. This is the GOAT Elon Musk. Of course, at the time, everybody was like glazing Elon Musk. Nowadays, yeah, GG. I'm pretty sure Teslas are just, they're selling them for like 200 a month. Dead ass. Like, if you just go on the Tesla website, apparently you just get a Tesla for like 200 or 300 a month. That's how much their sales are falling.
If you drive a Toyota, you just know who you are and what you're worth. Your time and money is better spent on a Toyota than in some fake luxury car. You know that with
I feel like you could never go wrong with Toyotas. And like some of the newer ones, bro. Hey guys, Tom NFG here. You know, only half of you guys are subscribed and even less of you guys have noties on. I hate to be a burden, but you know, I really appreciate it if you hit that sub button and the little bell next to it. You know, it doesn't take long. I know you can get mixed up in the algorithm and everything. But yeah, also tune into the streams. You know, we have a lot of fun over there. I'm telling you, we have a lot of parties going on over there. Yeah, that's it. Bye. Damn. They be looking really luxury. Like, they upgrade them every year to like look better. Like the Civic, of course, now it costs not even in anybody's budget anymore. You want to get a new Honda Civic or anything, it probably cost you like $45,000. But yeah, they be looking luxury now.
Toyota, you can get wherever you need to go instead of waiting for AAA on the side of the road with a BMW. Also, Toyota makes some of the best cars. The 4Runner, the Tacoma, the GRs. Toyota makes some great cars. Subaru.
Subaru.
In my opinion,
it's actually my mom's SUV. I helped get her at like 2 years ago or whatever. I mean, she likes it. I'm just like, I don't like it. Mainly because the screen looks kind of weird to me and it's like glitchy as hell. Also, the way the car be moving is weird, but yeah.
If you drive any older Subaru, you're 100% based. The older Outback, Legacy, and even the WRXs were all better than they are now. The new ones are just too messed up. Like, the newer Outback is just pretty boring besides the dude from my Discord server. They have CVT transmissions, they're really big, and the engines usually aren't that powerful. The old ones were obviously slower, but they would come with manual transmissions, they were way smaller, and they were just cooler in my opinion. Same goes for the Forester and many other Subarus.
I think overall though, you just drive a Subaru because it's like a family type of car. Like, is there sports Subarus that people drive? I don't really see that like that.
Have a newer Subaru, you're slightly boring, besides the dude from my server, of course. And if you drive an older one and really go on some adventures with it, you're so cool. You probably have a golden retriever, vape a lot, and have colored hair. And you're at least a little bit gay, but that's okay because your car probably smells like raspberry and wet dog type of mix. Also, why are Subarus like the puppies of cars? I don't know. They just seem, I feel like that's just how they are. BMW. According to the Gassy Discord server, BMW.
I feel like there's two options here. You're either rich as got a goddamn crazy ass new, like you got an M comp one of those, or you're somebody earlier, like I said, I guess like a 15-year-old one has to fucking work on it every day. Then it's just annoying as on the road trying to flex their car, and it just sounds like some, like the pops of the cars just sounds like some diarrhea coming out some ass, you know what I'm saying? I feel like that's really the two types of BMWs I see on the road. Also, they're not that reliable, right? They're like the older ones. They like break down all the time. I heard the newer ones are a little bit better, but yeah, a lot of my friends were saying, yeah, the newer ones, you probably shouldn't get it. And I've just heard online too, the maintenance problems with it and shit, it's not even worth it.
These are the most overrated car brand. However, I'd like to argue that there's a few sides to BMW. If you have
I was gonna say, it's, I don't know if I say overrated, like the cars look amazing. Like they look amazing, the engineering is amazing, but it's so expensive. And then like the fact that it's not even that reliable like that, I don't know. That's why to me, I chose getting the Lexus over a BMW, because I wanted something that was a little bit more luxury. I didn't want something that could potentially break down like every fucking year.
E80 or something, you're probably just a drop shipper under the age of 20, or your parents bought it for you. You only got this because you saw everybody on TikTok had them. You have no idea what it actually is. You don't have a love for BMW or anything to do with cars. You just like people looking at you. Older BMWs are a different perspective. The 2002, the E24, and other similar ones offer a very engaging and very fun driving experience. They're definitely enthusiast cars. If you don't drive your BMW for the badge and instead drive it for what it's meant to be, you're a BMW baller. If you have a BMW SUV, you're the absolute best taxi that your friends could ever wish for. These cars are track hawk killers and super comfortable. I don't think
the SUVs look so good, bro. Like I feel like if you get a BMW, like a new one, you have to get the SUVs. Just because the amount of space you get. Yeah, if you got like a bunch of friends, you could be the main one driving. Everybody feels comfortable. So even with my car in a way, my SUV is pretty good, bro. Like for having my friends in it and stuff, there's a lot of space.
Most BMW SUVs hold true to BMW's core values, but they're definitely a very cool daily option. Hyundai and Kia. If you drive a
That was a car I had before. I had a Hyundai Elantra SE. It wasn't bad. It actually looked pretty good. I think it's not bad as like a starter car. I feel like if you're like a college student or high school student that makes decent money, you could get like maybe like a 2018 version or something like that. And you did get like good hybrids. You can get like really good gas mileage and shit. Not bad.
Kia or a Hyundai, you're very ethical and it pisses me off. They're very cheap cars, somewhat reliable, and generally pretty boring. If you manage to own one of these for more than a week without it getting stolen, and these cars are reasonable for commuting, honestly, I'd suggest you just leave it downtown with a USB stick next to it, let it get stolen, and let that insurance money hit. You're probably not gonna care about that piece.
Now that was so crazy though, that the cars were so fucking engineered, or the part of the steering wheel was so engineered badly, people just took phone chargers and stole them. That was dead ass the thing. If y'all didn't know, that was dead ass the thing that was happening like a couple of years ago. Like they were just taking phone chargers, taking off the, I don't know, the wheel thing where the key's supposed to be, and then you just plug in a charger and turn it on. That should not be possible. There should have straight up been a fix for that immediately. And I was scared when I got my car, because when I got it, that's when it was like kind of like the peak of it, right? I still got it or whatever. Apparently they said the new ones didn't have the problem. It was like the older ones and stuff, like 2020 and before. But I don't know, man. My shit could have got stolen for real by somebody just taking a phone charger, turning that on. And okay, I would have collected it back from insurance. I'm not gonna lie, I'm fully insured, so they could have done that. I probably would have got a better car anyways.
Shit anyway. I get if you have a Kia Stinger or a Hyundai N thingy, then it's pretty cool, but I don't know if Hyundai or Kia are ever gonna outrun their pasts. These cars are just kind of boring. Also, what the hell is up with Kia Souls just being the most dangerous cars on the road? People who are driving Kia Souls are always causing some kind of fatal accident for no reason at all. Also, those cars look butt ugly.
I feel like Kia Souls, it's like 80% women buying it. You know what I'm saying? And the rest of the 20% of men are buying it, you definitely closeted. You know what I'm saying? There's nothing wrong with that. We've stopped everybody. It's 2025, feel me? We've set everybody in the NFT community. We got everybody. Yeah, the one person, bro, my mom loves a Kia Soul. Like, she wants one so badly. But I just look at it, it's just like the amount of space, it just seems so small. I couldn't be in something like that. I'm a big, hefty guy. With the... Oh, I shouldn't have done that.
So many other options before getting a fucking Kia Soul. If you want a cube like that, you should get like a Ford Flex or one of those cube cars. Anything but a Soul. Those things are so fucking ugly. Lexus. If you're driving an older
That's my
Lexus,
car.
you're kind of like a luxury Asian core. I feel like you're super luxury and super Asian. Lexus is such a great brand.
Why Asian?
Reliable, quick, comfortable. The only thing that keeps me from getting one is that they're hard to find with a manual transmission most of the time. It's literally owned by Toyota, so they always make great cars. If you drive a Lexus, you're probably more into the comfort of driving than the sport.
I mean, he nailed it. All I cared about when I got my car was comfortability. I'm not a race car driver. I don't cut up. He's not wrong.
Mercedes. If you drive a Mercedes, you're either rich or coping for not being rich. But to be fair, their base model cars are pretty nice too, so I don't blame you for getting one. People who drive a Mercedes are cool. They're real life mob bosses. Fun fact, everybody who owns a Mercedes has a Tommy gun in their trunk, cannoli between 2 fingers, and a cool gangster hat. Also, Mercedes made that one ad with the dude spinning tires at the stop sign, which was super badass, so
I've never seen
if you drive
that.
a Mercedes, you're cool. Ford. If you drive a Ford, you are a man. Even if you're not actually a man, you're definitely
Bro, the amount of fucking Ford trucks, no, deadass, bro. Especially ever since I moved to Texas, right? They gotta label these F-150s as like terrorist cars. I think they just try to kill people. Like, they just try to see how far they can push their power of the truck. Bro, I remember one time, y'all, I was driving from Houston to Austin, right? I was driving back here. I'm driving like already like 90 or something. It's like nighttime. There's no cars, right? So it's just a long highway. This truck behind me comes behind me. I'm on the left lane. I'm going fast as fuck. Like, faster than I should be. Turns his high beams all the way on behind me, bro. And basically ran me out the lane. Like, I could not see. I had to go to the other lane, and then he started just booking it, going like, I don't know how fast. He was just gone, and it pissed me off. And that happened like 2 or 3 times. So like these trucks, and here, bro, they just try to cut you off. Like, they try to just think they own the road. I'm not gonna lie. I feel like if you compare other dogs, you got a golden retriever versus like a fucking German shepherd genetically modified, or a pit bull. They will just take your space. It's their space. It's not your space on the road. It is their fucking space.
man. Ford is every dude's basic necessity. Whether it's a Ford Ranger, an F-150, a Mustang, or a Focus ST, these cars are dude cars. Well, maybe not the lame Ford Focus or any of those weird ones, but for the most part, Ford is a basic necessity for dudes. If you drive a Ford, something reasonable and cool, then you're awesome. If you drive like a Ford F650 for no reason at all, you should probably sell it and get a Prius. Lamborghini. All right,
Okay, you're rich as f. No, yeah, why was I low-key just looking at Lambos? I'm not rich, before anybody says it. I was just looking at them right online just to see it. I searched about it. I was like, let me look at something that maybe I could afford maybe in the future. Bro, a 2006 Lamborghini Gallardo was $100,000. I don't know why. I just like, I don't care about cars like that, or don't look at them. I didn't realize it was that fucking much. $100,000 for a car that's 19 years old. It still did look fucking cool as hell. I'm not gonna lie. And if you just added some new shit, like let's say you just added a CarPlay screen, maybe modify some shit, add some shit. I didn't even have a lot of miles for it, because I mean, people don't drive those cars a lot, right? I was just shocked that it cost that much for a 19-year-old car.
To admit it, you're pretty loaded. If you're in the
rich.
financial situation to drop a couple hundred racks on a car, you're definitely loaded. But do you know cars? There's so many Lamborghini owners that buy the car just for the status symbol, and it's kind of sad. Yes, they're really cool cars. And maybe
Now, to me, I've seen POVs of it driving and stuff. Like, it looks cool, but I don't know. I'd rather just get like a really nice like BMW SUV or something like that, or like, yeah, like a M Comp or some shit. Spend like it's half the money on something like that, and you could modify it and make it look really fucking cool. I'd rather get something like that.
I'm just jealous. But I would personally spend my money on a car from a different brand if I had the opportunity. If you drive a Honda or an Acura, you drove a car from a very good company. I wish they made more rear-wheel drive cars, but they still make good ones. The S2K is a great choice, of course, and then the Civic Type R. And if you want a little bit of Honda ball knowledge, the 2000 CR-V is super dope. It comes with a table, which is definitely a plus. If you drive a Honda or an Acura, you really like cars, and you wanted to buy something less expensive so you can build it up and make it awesome. Chevy dudes kind of remind me of Mater. Why did so many cool car brands have to become boring and safe? Nissan is a prime example. We went from the 180SX, the 240SX,
See, I don't
and now
know.
we have this bullshit.
Yeah, I don't even know much about Nissan. All I know is the Nissan Altima meme. See a Nissan Altima heading towards you in a dark alley in Atlanta. Just run, bro. It's GG's for you, I'm not gonna lie. That may be the last day of your fucking life.
Saying Altima drivers are safe by any means, their new crap is just more boring than their old crap. Safety should definitely come second with cars in my opinion. If you drive a newer Nissan, you're a level up from the Kias and Hyundais. If it's an old one, not Datsun old, but just a bit older, then you're really cool. Wait, I almost forgot about the Zs. The 350Z doesn't look amazing in my opinion, but it's a good car for drifting. You literally just need a welded diff and then you're good to go. So Nissan, you're cool, I guess. Mini drivers
and I'm pretty sure Nissan also is like going bankrupt. Like nobody's buying their cars, but I've seen some of their new cars and it doesn't look bad. I don't know, a lot of the car brands that are struggling now are really locking in, especially like Hyundai and Kia, and they be like way cheaper than like Hondas and stuff. I know it's like less reliable, but they be looking nice. I'm like, damn, bro, I wouldn't mind getting something like that. And they have a car, I think it's called the Kia Stinger. Everybody's like flexing it because it looks like a crazy ass sports car. It's like a budget sports car.
Definitely bold. These cars are cooler than you'd think though. I personally don't love the way they look, but holy shit, are they fun to drive. These things stick to the ground. They come with a 6-speed manual transmission and usually have a reasonably cool engine. My Mini Cooper is the R53, so it comes with a
I'm pretty sure they have a lot of these in Europe just because like they have smaller roads and stuff. Because I would think over here in America, like I don't really see a lot of these cars like that because we just have so many different types of car brands, and we rather have like big car brands here because I don't know, freedom, right? Basically all of Europe, they drive like Mini Coopers.
Supercharged 4-cylinder engine, which is really fun. They can look somewhat cool, but honestly, I'd just say you need a good amount of self-esteem if you're gonna drive one of these. Saab is ball
I don't even know what this is.
knowledge. These things can get down. If you drive a Saab, I feel like you're a bit mysterious, and you can actually drive that thing for what it's worth. It was a Swedish brand born out of an airplane brand. They're just about as safe as Volvos. I don't know why Swedish people are so good at making safe cars, but keep it up, I guess. If you drive a Saab, you definitely listen to indie rock music and you're very particular about coffee. Fiat is Ferrari's deformed dwarf runt half brother. Basically, their only connection is that they're both Italian.
Same thing with this car, right? In Europe, they drive like these a lot.
And Fiats are kind of like the Italian Mini Coopers in the way that they just stick to the ground. I would never bring one of these cars to a drag strip, but they're very ideal canyon carvers. Volvo, peak human ever. Volvo owners are the absolute best. Owning a sleeper Volvo is possibly the most humble thing you can do. Volvos can do everything and they're super safe too. Have you ever met an asshole Volvo owner? Me neither. They're always the best. The V70R and the S60R are awesome, of course, and the Volvo 240 can do anything. So yeah, keep it up, Volvo. If you own a Volvo, you're winning in life. Alfa Romeo. You're just like the BMW dudes, but with a hint of Italian. Actually, more than a hint of Italian. You're very Italian. Also, these cars are harder to
Yeah, I don't really know much about these. I saw one recently on the road. I was like, damn, I don't see these a lot.
fix than BMWs. So the car's either broken or you're just a really good mechanic. Mazdas are kind of sleepers. If you drive a Mazda,
No, the newer. But the Mazdas, the newer ones look nice too. Like I'm telling you, a lot of the car brands that people don't really gravitate towards a lot, like they're really trying to lock in to like bring people in so they become bigger.
you're either a high schooler with a bit too much horsepower or you're a car guy and you know about Mazda's untapped potential. The Mazda Speed 6, for example, makes 275 horsepower stock. It's all-wheel drive and it can come with a 6-speed manual. They're also pretty reliable and they're reasonably priced too. Of course, Mazda also made the RX-7 and all those other cool cars that I don't want to talk about right now. Mazda drivers are either a little bit annoying or just chill dudes who like cars.
All right, cool video, man. And yeah, if you're watching on the tube, make sure to join the Discord and watch the streams.
Subscribe to Tommy and FG.